Hello everyone. Today we'll be learning about capital market. Before this we have already completed money market and its various instruments. We learned that financial market is of two types. One is money market, which deals in short term instruments. That means those instruments which get matured within 1 year. The maximum time period within which the money market instruments are dealt is 1 year. Beyond, if it goes, the period exceeds 1 year, it comes in the category of capital market. So capital market deals in long term securities, and those long term securities may be raised or it may be invested for long term period, which may be in the form of debt or in the form of equity. So what is capital market? Capital market refers to the facilities and institutional arrangements through which long-term funds, both debt and equity, can be raised and invested. So this market provides facilities and it also has the institutional arrangement for raising and investing long-term funds, which may be in the form of owned funds or in the form of borrowed funds. What are the specific features of capital market? First, it promotes mobilization of funds from the savers. It mobilizes the funds and channelizes. Channelizes means it transfers or directs the funds from the savers to the investors, and especially the investment is done by the commercial and the industrial sectors who require funds for investing in their projects for long term period. So in this way we see that capital market is always helpful for commercial and industrial sectors, and it benefits the greater section of the society in this way. It fosters growth and development of the economy, the second feature, because we see that the commercial and the industrial sectors, they can invest by raising funds from the capital market into productive ventures. Always it leads to growth and development of the economy. These capital market consists of developmental banks, which are also called financial institutions, commercial banks, and stock exchanges. Fourth, an ideal capital market enables availability of funds at reasonable cost and free, fair, transparent, and competitive market operations. That means the capital market can be considered to be ideal only because its purpose is to provide funds for investment. So if it is making the funds available at reasonable cost, it will be said to be ideal capital market. And also it is providing a market which is free, fair, transparent, and competitive, so that those who are investing, those who are dealing in the capital market, they may find their securities safe. Fifth point, an efficient capital market provides timely availability of information. It ensures low transaction cost and it allocates funds into most productive avenues. Efficient. Capital market can only run efficiently if it provides accurate, timely information whenever it is required, and also ensures low transaction cost, and it helps the investors to allocate funds into most productive avenues, so that it helps in the growth and development of the economy, and then only the capital market in this case can be considered as efficient. Finally, the capital market, the sixth point, is of two types. One is the primary market and another is the secondary market. We have already learned primary market means the market which deals in new securities, and secondary market is the market which deals in existing securities. Now, before talking about the primary and the secondary market, we will be learning the differences between capital market and money market on certain basis. The first basis is meaning. We have already learned what is capital market. Capital market is a market which provides facilities and institutional arrangement for raising and investing long-term funds, which may be in the form of debt or in the form of equity. Whereas when we talk about money market is a market which deals in short-term funds. That means the maturity period of such funds is up to 1 year time, maximum 1 year. So duration, whenever the securities they are dealt over a period of 1 year, it is dealt in the capital market, and up to 1 year it is money market. So duration is long term period here in capital market and short term period in case of money market. When we say long term period, that means greater than 1 year. When we say short term period, that means maximum up to 1 year. Participants in the money market and the capital market. First, in the capital market, basically what do we see? That in case of capital market, banks, financial institutions, corporate bodies, foreign investors, retail investors, that means both individual as well as institutions, they are the participants. They can also, individuals can also invest in the capital market instruments, whereas the institutions, which may be in the form of banks, financial institutions, corporate bodies, foreign investors, anyone can invest in the capital market. When we talk about money market, generally we see that institutional investors like banks, financial institutions, foreign companies, RBI, they invest in money market because money market instruments are very costly. That is why we see that it becomes difficult for the individual investors to invest in money market. So basically it is the institutional investment which takes place in the money market. Investment outlay, in case of capital market, we see that the securities which are dealt in capital market, they are generally of low cost. So investment can be made even by individual investors who have small amount of money, or with a certain amount of capital, the investment can be done. For example, price of share may be as low as rupees 10 or 100. So if a person wants to invest in the securities which is having low price, a person will have to choose the capital market, where we see that the cost of the securities, they are generally low. So investment outlay, overall investment outlay is quite heavy, but the price of the securities, they are generally very cheap. As a result, we see that even the individual investors, they can invest. Whereas when we talk about the money market instruments, we see that the cost of instruments, that is high, that is expensive. So investment requires huge capital outlay. For example, price of one treasury bill is rupees 25,000 and it is issued in multiples thereof. Similarly, in other types of money market instruments also, we see that the investment outlay is quite huge, and that is why we have seen that it is not possible for individuals to invest. So basically it is the institutions which invest in money market which is having that kind of recognition or credit-worthy institutions. Liquidity, both have liquidity, but money market instruments are highly liquid as compared to that of capital market, because always in money market there is a formal arrangement for money market instruments, for dealing in money market instruments, and that formal arrangement is in the form of Discount Finance Housing of India. And this Discount Financing Housing of India, it provides ready market to deal in money market instruments. So we see that it is highly liquid, it can easily be traded, money market instruments. Whereas when we talk about capital market, it also has liquidity, because the capital market securities, they are generally marketable at stock exchange. But as compared to the money market, we say it has less liquidity, because sometimes we see that it becomes very difficult to find an investor to invest in the shares of a certain company. So we see that because always it is dealing for long term periods. So as compared to the money market, we see that capital market instruments are less liquid. This is highly liquid because also it is safe, and we see that it has always low risk. Safety and risk. Capital market instruments, they are more risky as compared to that of money market instruments, because capital market securities, they are generally dealt in stock exchange, and the prices in the stock exchange, they are highly volatile. We see that the securities, you may say, they get affected. The stock market securities, they get affected very quickly, and there can be rapid rise and fall in the securities, as a result of which we see that the risk involved is high. Whereas when we talk about money market instruments, we see that generally it is issued by the credit rating companies and institutions, as a result of which the safety of transaction is there and the risk involved is low. Banks, government, very reputed and strong companies, they are the issuers of such types of instruments, and that is why it always has assured negligible risk of default as compared to that of capital market instruments. Expected returns in case of capital market is high as compared to that of money market, because the securities, they are held for the longer period in capital market. As a result, it gives high return, whereas securities, they are held for short period in case of money market, as a result of which we see that it gives low return. And finally is the instruments. We see that capital market, it deals in those types of securities which may be in the form of either debt or in the form of equity. If it is in the form of debt, it may be in the form of debentures or bonds. If it is in the form of owned funds, it may be in the form of equity shares or preference shares. So these are the instruments of capital market, that means shares and debentures in a layman's language we say. Whereas when we talk about money market instruments, we have seen treasury bills, call money, commercial paper, certificate of deposit, and commercial bill. These are the money market instruments whose maturity period is maximum up to 1 year. Starting from 1 day to 1 year, we see that for short term period, the money market instruments are dealt in. So these are some of the differences between capital market and money market, which we have to understand and memorize, and it may be asked in the exam in 3 marks or 4 marks question. So whenever the differences are asked, the basis of difference has to be mentioned. Even in the vivas, sometimes it is asked, so you need to prepare very well. After this, we will be talking about the types of capital market, and that is primary market and secondary market, and the methods of flotation in primary market and what is secondary market, that we will be dealing in the next class. Till then, for today, we stop here with the introduction part. We have completed, but it has to be understood very properly and the differences have to be memorized. Till then, thank you.